All right, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to the JP Perspective podcast interview. Here with a good friend of mine, Isaiah Turman, originally from Wilmington, Delaware, but moved out to Morehouse College, and he was an athlete here. I just wanted to touch on your track experience first. I don't know why you have the fullest shirt on because you didn't run for bullets, but hey man, so first of all, how was your day, man?
It's been cool, bro. It's been cool. And why are you talking about bullet shirt? My stomach is with the bullets. So I ended up schooling this shirt after I got the AUC. Uh, she definitely still wants it back. Determined to give it back because it's a cool little conversation started. Someone's like, "Oh, you with the bullets?" Yeah, I'm at Quincy. No, I didn't. I'm lying.
But yeah, man. So first your track experience because we both definitely ran track. And so I wanted to touch on your experience. So how did you first get into the track?
Both of my parents actually ran track. And I was against running for a long time just because I was like, well, I want to do my own thing. Like, I don't want to be like my parents. Like, I
Yeah.
want my own legacy. And then, um, 'cause I used to play football. And I mean, I kept getting like, not hurt, but like, getting injured. And I was like, came off, came off of an injury. It was like, started running the same shape. To my, I used to join the track team. Joining the track team, turns out I wasn't bad at track. So, ended up running all throughout high school. Um, became like came ranked in the country. I was in the top 50 triple jumpers in the United States. Um, and yeah, I mean that's how it started. My journey did sadly come to an end after I got jumper's knee my senior year.
Oh,
In PT, it says projected to be 4 to 6 weeks. Ended up being like 3, 4 months. By that time, the season was over. But during that time, I ended up picking up a camera, which was always my first love. So,
uh, man, I was gonna touch on that too. Camera experience. You got finished running track or whatnot. You picked up the camera and that was like, whoa, like they picking up the camera now. So it's just like you take your pictures and send them to the group chat like, yo, I think about this. I'm like, oh, so like how did that like? Did you always like taking pictures and stuff like that in the moment?
my dad used to be a professional photographer, and I always give him credit for me starting because um, I used to want to do what he did. I would see him taking pictures, and I'd be like, Dad, can I hold the camera? Can I hold the camera?" He would give it to me, and I would go running up to like older couples and taking photos of them. And what's cuter than a kid with a camera? Like, cheese. Then you just see a flash, and then you never see the picture, but you know that it was a good memory. So I think that's where my love for it started, honestly. Um, After that, it kind of just kept growing as I got older. I started taking pictures, started mentoring under my best friend's dad, who's also a photographer,
Yeah,
meeting different people. And it really just spiraled into the videos today. And it's crazy because I always dreamed of like running for Nike. And last year, actually earlier this year, I had the opportunity to shoot for Nike. So was that running? Nah, but I still got there.
yeah,
You know me?
yeah. That's amazing, man. So yeah, like you said, you've went from Isaiah Turman, the track runner, to Dave Visual was the photographer. So it's been a big journey actually. So, so now you're at Morehouse taking photos and videos for whomever it may concern, um, especially the sports industry. And so now that you started taking your pictures for sports and individual photo shoots and whatnot, you tell me like what's been the most important thing that you're trying to learn during.
I think the most important thing to me has kind of just been um, making sure that I continue to be myself. You know, um, making sure in whatever I do, I know whose I am, where I am, and where I came from. So it's just like I don't want to compromise my moral values or um and then my creative values for that matter for anybody, no matter who it is, no matter if it's for the football team, the basketball team, hockey team, shoot, the polo team. Like um just making sure to keep who I am central to my beliefs and my creative beliefs. Because when you're working for a school and a large school for that matter, um, it's sometimes you feel like they're trying to make you to be the smaller person, but in reality, without you, the kids that need scholarships by getting photos or videos on the field, they're not seen. So you play a bigger part than you may realize.
Definitely. I just have one, yeah, just one more question. So, um, definitely during your photography career and things like that, you've definitely grown into a very good photographer. I mean, it would take everybody. And so, do you know like seeing other videographers or photographers that shoot for like individual NBA players or individual companies? You know, like the media, I would say the media team for like specific teams.
Mhm.
You're definitely a part of one of those, but I just want to say, like, is there any steps you would take to grow your portfolio, grow your experience, grow anything like
I think really just networking and not being afraid to put your pride aside to get your foot in the door. Uh, a lot of times, you as a creative, especially a growing creative, you, it's hard to stand out. Um, so you're often seen as like another student with a camera, even if you have a portfolio, even if you have a website. So just making relationships with people, emailing, cold calling, doing anything that you need to do to get your foot in that door, working hard and outworking everybody else around you. Like if you know this kid, if this kid is willing to like drive 2 hours, you got to be willing to drive four. Like it's just working because as African Americans, we already have to work 3 times as hard to get the same result who that don't look like us. So for these bigger schools, honestly, these whiter schools, a lot of times we gotta work 5, 6 times as hard to get a spot on that field because they're already looking at Tommy, who was giving deal, who was given a full internship, who was given a full ride, and it's like a lot of times we don't have that. So it's just about getting your foot in that door. Um, and after you get your foot in the door, not stopping the momentum. If there's not a table for you, build a table. Um, if you like, if you have to create the curriculum from scratch, create it. If there's not a curriculum for you, like once you get in that door, make sure that they can't kick you out. I feel like that's my biggest thing.
definitely. Hey, but that's kind of just gonna conclude what I wanted to speak about on today. I thank you for your time, man. And I'm gonna definitely need you to take my picture now.
Hey, bro, let me know.
Got you, man. Yeah, be safe out there.
You too, bro. Peace.
Peace.